Hi, welcome to Technical Interview Prep Guide for Engineering Student. This is essentially a 100% free YouTube playlist that I'm going to record to help engineering students to prepare for their coding interview in the pre-final and final year for the placements point of view. Yeah, this is purely designed for engineering students, hence it is very beginner friendly. And what we cover here essentially is this side, the content that we're going to cover. We start with Java language fundamentals and quickly go through the bare minimum requirements for Java language that you need to understand, and then move on to the DSA part as well as the advanced DSA. We solve hundreds of lead code problems covering easy and medium complexity, but essentially our approach would be around the patterns, understanding the patterns and applying the patterns for lead code problems. Yeah. We also do quite a good number of mock rounds of interview just to give you a feel of the interview. Um, so essentially in these mock rounds, we will start with the actual coding problem that can be asked and how do we actually solve it? What is our approach? How do we clarify the questions? How do we explain our approach to interviewer, etc. Yeah. Um, and for each concepts, each chapter, we will discuss all the important questions that you need to know as part of your technical interview round, and how can you actually give the better answers. Yeah, we will revise, we will keep on revising as and when we do certain lead code problems, we will revise all the concepts around that particular problem. Yeah, so it will be more preparation guide, interview preparation guide, rather than a formal language learning material. Yeah, and what we don't cover essentially is, of course, your interview, coding interview, as well as your other interview parts will include maths, aptitude, etc. That we're not going to discuss here. This is purely designed for cracking your coding interview area. Yeah, we don't cover anything around OS concepts, RDBMS, your SQL stuff, etc. Yeah, and if time permits, we will create new playlist, new YouTube courses on that. But right now, this course doesn't cover uh, this particular area. Yeah, so we will only cover your coding related aspects and using Java as the language. Yeah, and if you're familiar with Python and you want to crack a coding interview using Python, you can still go through this course because you will get most of the DSA, advanced DSA, lead code problems and the patterns, etc. And you can implement the same thing in Python. And what we exactly, I mean, if I look at the value coming out of this playlist or this course on YouTube, the highlights of this course, it is purely beginner friendly. So we don't assume any prerequisite, but you should have a fair experience in any programming language. So we'll start with Java fundamentals, but we don't go in detail of Java because the focus is more about cracking the coding interview here. Yeah, this is 100% free. This will never be charged, no gimmicks attached. We're not selling anything inside this course. This is purely free course and this will remain free forever. Yeah. Now, I would suggest I'm recording this course with a little slow pace just to help everyone understand the concepts. And most probably, it would be good if you watch this on probably with a higher speed, maybe 1.25x speed on the YouTube so that you feel comfortable. Yeah. And how do we do this course? Yeah. So most probably, most of the cases we will be coming up with a bite-sized videos. What I mean is videos of length less than 15 minutes, covering each topic. And this will be completely interview oriented. So focus will be more around what could be the question, how can we answer it on a particular concept. Yeah. Now, as well as it is completely coding focused. So what I mean by this is we will start with a problem statement. We will analyze the program or analyze the problem and see what exactly is expected there. We will clarify any requirement. So this should help you in your coding interview to clarify questions to the interviewer so that you understand the problem in a better way. And we'll also discuss the problem solving approach. Um, so the same technique you're going to adopt in the interview also, you discuss, you clarify the requirement, and you will also explain how are you planning to solve this problem. What is your approach? Yeah. Then we will do actual coding. Okay. We will try different aspects. We will also get into complexity analysis, your time and space complexity, and if permits, okay, we will also get onto better solutions. We may start with a brute force, like a very basic solution, and then tune it to get into a better complexity. Yeah, so we will keep improving the code. So this is how we'll be solving all the programs. So very similar approach is appreciated in the interview also. Yeah. And I will give you full access to coding repo. As and when we start going through each code, I will start committing the code to GitHub, and then you can have access to GitHub code. Yeah. And every time, as and when we go to a particular problem, we revise all the concepts around it. For example, if you are discussing something around arrays, we will try to revise, okay, how to what is array, how exactly it can be initialized, how you can read the array content, etc., etc. So you will keep on revising the same thing again and again and again, so that you will get the theme and actually get the core of it. Yeah. And the very important thing is we are not going to memorize anything. We're not going to memorize the problems. Rather, we will identify a pattern. We will understand the pattern, and we will build the ability. We will build our own capability to solve a particular problem using a known pattern. Okay. For example, if it is an array based one, can I apply a two pointers pattern? Yeah, for example. So we'll understand what is two pointer problem, how do we use it, in which cases we can use it, and by looking at the problem, can I figure out a pattern out of it? So this kind of approach, rather than memorizing hundreds of your programs. Yeah. And definitely it comes with lots of assignment. So if I'm recording 1 hour video every day, you will probably spending another 2-3 hours in doing lots of assignment. We will also discuss the assignment solutions where possible. Worst case, at least I will give you the solutions in the code level, so that you can cross check your solution with what is being my approach would be. Yeah. So that's how this course would be, the highlights of this course. And quickly looking at the syllabus, of course, around first 8 to 10 weeks, we will be talking about Java language, but this is more about understanding the Java language, etc. But from almost second week, we'll start solving lot of programs. Yeah. And then we get into a basic DS and algorithm for about 5 weeks, and then advanced DSA in about 10 weeks. Yeah. And then once this is done, along with this whole stuff, we'll be doing uh, a lot of lead code problems, could be running in 400 to 500 lead code problems. But our approach is not solving too many problems, rather solving variety of problems and understanding the patterns. Yeah. And also we will touch upon the bare minimum concepts you should know around system design. Yeah. So that's how this whole course is going to be. Meet you in the next video.